The calendar is slowly creeping towards spring, and you know what that means? The start of Syracuse lacrosse season. In a game that Syracuse had to have to cement its spot in the NCAA tournament, it all came down to a shot from right behind this three-point line. But Trevor Cooney's attempt clanged off the iron as the final buzzer sounded. Good evening, I'm Kevin Case. Sophomore Caleb Joseph came to Syracuse as a highly touted four-star recruit. Now reports say he is leaving the Hill and heading out west. Heading into the fall of 2015, no women's team in SU history had won a national title. A few teams had gotten close. Coach Hopkins' first ACC game at the helm is also his first loss. It's also the first time SU has lost its conference opener since 2007. Jay Gruden said today he's still not sure how much his starters will play against the Browns on Thursday, but he did reveal that he expects RG3 to play the entire first quarter. Reporting from training camp here in Richmond, Kevin Case, News 4 Sports.
Our next horse in, Broken Bridge, draw number 9, turn 355, Chuck Colopet.
There was lots of horsing around this weekend inside Toyota Coliseum. Riders from across the East Coast gathered for the Regional Championship Reining Horse Show. For those unfamiliar with the sport, President of USA Reining Rick Weaver said, "Think of the old Wild West."
It kind of came from the old ranches where the cowboys used to compete against each other to see who would train their horse the best and had the horse that was the handiest and did the best job.
The idea of reining is to show off the ability of a ranch-type horse. But just because the focus is on the horse doesn't mean things are easy for the rider. Riders guide their horses through a precise pattern of circles, spins, and stops. Now, the sport of reining might bring to mind cowboys wearing 10-gallon hats, but there's some pretty fantastic female riders competing here this weekend as well. One of those cowgirls is West Genesee High School sophomore Jillian McCaffrey. The 15-year-old said she got into the sport through family ties.
When I was a little girl, I would always come with my grandparents to the barn just to be there to have fun.
These days, McCaffrey is doing more than just having fun. She won her event in the youth rookie class on Friday, impressing the judges and her grandfather.
She's excelled. I think she's far past what my ability was when I first started. So.
Irish road bowling. If you're here for the half marathon, you are in the wrong place.
Part golf, part bocce ball, part bowling. All kinds of fun. More than 90 teams of 4 came out to the park to try their hand at Irish road bowling. Some teams came to win, some came to have fun, but everyone brought their Irish spirit.
We improved every year, I think, so far.
We're getting better.
We're about middle of the pack or so each year, I think, so we'll see how this year goes.
The concept is simple. Teams must roll a small cannonball down a 2-mile course, with each 4 team members alternating throws. The scoring in Irish roll bowling is similar to golf. Each team counts how many rolls it takes to finish the entire course. This team, Fall of Blarney, will tee off at 11:20 today. Out on the course, teams had very thought-out strategies for achieving the lowest score.
My strategy is to go right down the middle.
By the time teams reached the end of the course, nearly 2 miles down the road, energy levels were low, but anticipation for next year's tournament was already building. What'd the final score look like?
38. So it doesn't look like we won, but, next year. There's always next year. Practice.
Good evening on this Super Bowl Monday. The Broncos and the Panthers weren't the only 2 sports teams in action this weekend. Here on the Hill, SU women's basketball was looking for its 4th consecutive win as it looked to take the sting out of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. It was Women's Appreciation Day on the Hill. Syracuse wearing those pink jersey. 3 minutes in, Brittany Sykes finds Alexis Peterson for the easy 2. Orange up 7-3. Now in the second quarter, Georgia Tech finding its legs. Antonia Parison knocks down the 3 Jackets, actually up 30-24 at the break. But in the third quarter, SU would get back into it. Alexis Peterson pulls up from the elbow, knocks that jumper down. SU within 1 at this point. In the fourth, the Orange took over. Cornelia Fondren makes the steal, and back on the other end, Alexis Peterson knocks in the 3. SU wins 71-52 and gets its 4th straight win in the ACC. Moving to the gridiron, where a career marred by injuries has come to a close. Former Syracuse quarterback Terrell Hunt's collegiate career is now officially over. This afternoon, SU confirmed that Hunt's appeal to the NCAA for a 6th season of eligibility was denied. Hunt, a fifth-year senior, missed the majority of the 2014 and 2015 seasons with a broken leg and a torn Achilles tendon. The Rosedale, New York native finishes his time on the Hill with over 2,600 passing yards and 24 career touchdowns. The Broncos defeated the Panthers last night to win Super Bowl 50, but was that what most SU students took away from America's biggest sporting event? We sent our reporter KJ Vaughn out on the Hill to find out. Thanks, KJ. In not as fun NFL news, current Bill LaShawn McCoy and former Syracuse running back Curtis Brinkley are in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons today. According to a police report obtained by CSNphilly.com, Brinkley was with McCoy when McCoy got into an altercation with off-duty police officers at a Philadelphia nightclub on Sunday morning. 2 officers suffered broken ribs in the incident. No arrests have been made in relation to the altercation at this time. And finally, in the NBA, the Knicks said see you later to head coach Derek Fisher earlier today, firing the second-year head coach after its team lost its 5th straight game. Fisher had no previous coaching experience when he was hired by team president Phil Jackson in June of 2014. And in his first season, Fisher led New York to an abysmal 17-win campaign. This year, the Knicks had shown some improvement, but New York currently sits in 12th place in the Eastern Conference. Former assistant Kurt Rambis will take over as Knicks head coach.